Hello friends, this is either going to be a really good day or a really great day. Sit back and let me tell you a story. Now, contrary to what you might think, I have not lost my mind and bought a Hoover Hurricane Lite. Why would anybody do that? That would be insane. No. This is just the box that this particular cleaner has arrived in. So this is an unboxing video, but it's an unboxing video that's slightly different because I need to tell you a story before we even open the box. It's quite a long story because it goes back 40 years to 1981. And it is so long that I've had to make notes. It's not usual that I make notes to do these videos. Normally I can just reel off what I want to say without any auto cues or anything like that. I don't need them. I just sit here and talk to you basically. But for this one, it's so long and it covers such a long period of time and there's so many elements to it. I need to talk you through it because otherwise, if I just open this box and see what's inside, it won't make any sense. So let's start. We go back to 1981. So I was 3 in 81. Well, I was born in 78. Yeah, so I was 3, that's right. And the first vacuum cleaner I remember my grandmother owning was a Kenwood swivel eye. Now I'm going to flash up a picture now so you can actually see this cleaner because saying that will not make any sense to most of you. So this is what Grandma's Kenwood swivel eye looked like. As you can see, it's a really weird looking cleaner. Now that picture that I showed you was taken from a catalogue scan. I'm not sure which catalogue, but it's dated 1976. Probably Littlewoods or Kays or Grattan, something like that. It'll be one of them. And it wouldn't surprise me if my grandmother actually bought it from her catalogue. We didn't have a great deal of money back then. My family was not very wealthy. So they would have bought things from catalogues and paid for it on the weekly, which makes sense. So that Kenwood, she probably bought that Kenwood in or around 76, 77, something like that. And I remember it. That is one of my first vacuum cleaner memories is of that particular Kenwood swivel eye vacuum cleaner. Now, and I've just got 2 particular memories in my head of that machine that I must tell you. The first one is that we used to have a elderly neighbour who I knew as Auntie Anne, and she and Uncle Mike had even less money than we did. So my grandmother used to pay Auntie Anne to come in and do the vacuuming for her because she was like, just a little way to help her out a bit, give her some more money. And I've got this memory in my head of Auntie Anne using Gran's Kenwood. It was downstairs. The house was sort of quite a long house. It had a long hallway to it. And if you went down the hallway and you turned left, that took you to the back door. So it was like a porch. And there's a couple of rooms off that porchway. I think there was a bedroom and a lounge. This is 40 years ago. It's not the freshest memory. But I can remember Auntie Anne being in the porchway, vacuuming with Gran's Kenwood. And I was there, and I was about that big, probably not even as tall as this table is. I was 3, and I was watching her. I was thinking to myself, "Oh, I could be really naughty here. I could be really naughty." So because Auntie Anne was round the corner, she couldn't see me, and she couldn't see the vacuum cleaner. So I took the hose out of the suction port, and I turned the Kenwood around, and I plugged the hose in the blowing port. So Auntie Anne didn't realise. She was still merrily vacuuming away, but she's blowing onto the carpet. And I was there going, it's really funny. But then I felt really guilty because she was such a nice lady. She was really lovely, Auntie Anne. I thought, oh, that's not very nice of me, is it? So then I quickly unplugged the hose from the blowing port, turned the Kenwood around and stuffed it back in the front port, the suction port. So she was carrying on doing her vacuuming. An evil little child I was. And then the second memory I have is when I killed that vacuum cleaner. It's entirely my fault that that poor Kenwood died. Now, my gran went away on holiday with my granddad, and my parents used to live next door to grandma and granddad. They were my mum's parents. So they'd gone away on holiday, and I used to love using that Kenwood. I loved it because it was such a funny little cleaner with that swivel eye at the front. It was so cool. Just to say, the point of that eyeball is really, it's a real gimmick. There's a little plastic rod that goes down through from the eyeball that connects to the front caster wheel. So if you pull the hose to the left, the wheel rotates to the left. If you pull the hose to the right, the front wheel rotates to the right. So it's meant to follow you around easier. It never did. It was just a complete gimmick. Anyway, I was begging my mum. I said, "Oh, mummy, can I please use Gran's Kenwood? I want to use Grandma's Kenwood. I love that Hoover so much. I do, I love it." And she was like, "Yeah, all right, whatever." So I went next door to Gran's house. I got the Kenwood, brought it back to our house, and then I did the vacuuming with it. And I did all the downstairs area. Mum was like, "Oh, this is brilliant." I've got this 3-year-old kid who just loves doing the vacuuming. Awesome. And then I took it upstairs. So I was doing the upstairs. Now, the upstairs of the house, if you imagine you're looking at the front of the house, the bathroom was at the front of the house. And then, imagine there's a bathroom there. Then you've got a hallway. And there's a bedroom here. And 2 bedrooms down the end, and then the stairs go down that way. So that's the way I'm looking at it now. I was upstairs and I was vacuuming the hallway. I was going towards the bathroom. And my bedroom was like the one at the very end of the hallway. I had bunk beds in it. Was it a 3-bedroom house or a 2-bedroom house? I can't remember now. I genuinely can't remember. I know that I'm sure my brother had a separate bedroom, but I had bunk beds in my room, which is really weird. Anyway, I was vacuuming down the hallway, getting closer to the bathroom. The Kenwood's coming along behind me, vacuuming. Go into the bathroom, put the brushes down on the head. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, I can brush that. And the toilet was right at the end. It was right at the end of the room, next to the window. And I have this memory in my head. It is as clear as if it happened yesterday. It's like it happened yesterday. I can see it. I can see the sequence of events. I took the bent end out of the rods and I was vacuuming around the toilet bowl. Now the toilet was clean. It was flush. It was clean water. So please don't think it was dirty. Vacuuming around. And I just got this thought in my 3-year-old brain. What would happen if I put that bent end into the toilet bowl? And it's so stupid now. You know, I'm 43 now, not 3. And I look back and I think that was probably the stupidest thing you ever did. And for some strange reason, I just plunged the bent end into the toilet bowl that had water in it. And you know how like time freezes and you think to yourself, I've done something really stupid here. Because I knew at that point, water and electricity do not mix. They do not mix. Even at the age of 3, I knew that. I plunged the hose into the water as the Kenwood sucking up the water from the toilet bowl. And this is like in an instant. It's kind of like, there's no time sequence to it. It's an instant thing. I realised I'd made a massive mistake. I realised I must turn that vacuum cleaner off immediately. But there's like the machine's like 4 feet away from me. I'm only small. I can't cover a great distance in any quick period of time. I yanked the hose out of the toilet, and threw it basically, turned, ran, this is like in slow motion, ran, vaulted over the Kenwood, hit the power button with my foot to turn it off, but I was just a second too late. The water hit the motor just a second before my foot hit the power switch. So the machine went bang just as my foot hit the power switch, and I vaulted and carried on, ran down the hallway into my bedroom, slammed the door, and hid under my bed. So I'm under the bed now. What have I done? Gonna kill me. I can smell the smoke from the Kenwood, which is sizzling. And of course, my mum is downstairs. She's either watching television or cooking or doing something. The power goes off because the fuse is blown. And I hear this, "Stephen, what have you done?" And I'm under the bed. Oh no, I'm so stupid. What have I done? Thump, 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 thump. My mum coming up the stairs. She looks round the corner. There's the Kenwood in the hallway. Smoke coming out the back of it. "What have you done to your grandmother's Hoover?" Under the bed. It's hiding. Thinking, please don't ever find me. I'll spend the rest of my life under here. Just don't ever find me. Well, when my dad got home that night, I got the slipper. I got the slipper. By God, did I get the slipper? Yeah. And I deserved it as well, because I ruined a perfectly good vacuum cleaner. So then, of course, my mum is like, "Oh my God, what do I do now? He's ruined mum's cleaner. I need to get this fixed." So she rang a few shops to see if she could get it fixed before my gran came back from holiday, and nobody was able to do it. You couldn't, even in 81, you couldn't get spare parts for that cleaner. It must have been extraordinarily rare. It is actually the only Kenwood swivel eye I've ever seen in my entire life. In all my 43 years, that is the only one I've ever seen. I have never seen another one branded Kenwood. So Mum tried to get it fixed. Dad was extraordinarily angry. I've never seen him so angry, actually. And in the end, they had to buy Gran a new vacuum cleaner, and they bought her a Hoover Freedom. And I can remember to this day my dad walking down the driveway of the house carrying this Hoover Freedom in its box, this brand new Freedom. And yeah, I wasn't allowed to touch the Freedom because I'd killed the Kenwood. So that is my enduring memory of the Kenwood swivel eye. Now, in the story, we fast forward to 1991, and we're going to Holland. So, in Holland, I had some really close friends of the family. My parents used to take in students when I was a kid, and they took in these two girls in 1988, and got really friendly with them. And we went over and visited one of the girls' husbands' mother and father, Auntie Mean and Uncle Yo, as I came to know them. So this was our first trip to go and visit them back in 91, and they had an amazing house. It was a terraced house, but it was over 3 floors, and it was very dated, I suppose you could say. It hadn't been touched since the 70s. Even in 91, it looked quite old. But it was a lovely house, and they were lovely, lovely people. And Auntie Mean, downstairs, because she and Uncle Yo basically lived on the ground floor. They didn't really go upstairs, because the upstairs, the first floor, was like a flat. It was a kind of self-contained flat that you went to. And that's where me and my family stayed. So Mean and Yo were on the ground floor, my family and I were on the first floor. So we were separate. It worked beautifully. It was wonderful. That place, it had a certain smell to it as well, and I can like conjure up that smell. I got such happy memories of it. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful holiday. Now on the ground floor where Mean and Yo lived, Auntie Mean had a cylinder vacuum cleaner, and it was branded Excelsior. Ooh, Excelsior, exciting name. And when I first saw this, I thought, oh my God, it's Grandma's Kenwood. It's exactly the same machine as Gran's Kenwood was. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen one of these for 10 years. This is awesome. And then I looked at the front of it, And it was a flat face. It didn't have the swivel eye. So there's obviously two models of this cleaner, one with a swivel eye, one with a flat face. This was a flat face version. So I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. Never thought I'd see one of these. So whilst I was there, I was using it and playing with it. Didn't go anywhere near the toilet with it. Imagine doing that. But I was, how old was I in 91? 13. I was 13 in 91. Got a slightly more sensible than I was when I was 3. And I enjoyed using this cleaner for a few days. It was brilliant. And then on the top floor of this house, again, it was kind of like a self-contained flat. Sort of was, but sort of wasn't. It had like a mini kitchen to it. It was quite a big house. And if you went up the stairs to the top floor, you were in sort of the roof area. You could see where the roof was. If you went up the stairs and you turned left, it was a room. It wasn't a landing with rooms off it. There were a couple down the end, but like the wide room itself was a big room. And covering a third of the room was like this gigantic velvet curtain. It was this massive. I've never seen a curtain the same size as this in all my life. It was 2 curtains really, and you could like open them in the middle. Massive. And you know what it's like when you go to someone's house for the first time? You're quite reticent, aren't you? You don't want to go and explore. You don't want to start looking at things. So I'd seen this curtain up there, and I left it a few days. And I thought, oh, I'll just wait until people go out, and then I'll start having a look behind the curtain. So I waited, bided my time, and then I start peeking around, and there was a load of stuff behind there. There was all this audio equipment, really nice stuff from the 70s, various bits of furniture, some kitchen appliances, nothing like really interesting. And I was working my way along on the right, looking more and more behind the curtain, and I thought to myself, oh, there's a pair of rods there. I could just see a pair of rods and a bit of a hose. I thought, oh, it's a vacuum cleaner. It's a vacuum cleaner. I need to get it. So I'm working my way, digging in like a mole, trying to get it. And I got it. I got my hands on it. And I slowly worked it free and pulled it out. Got it out into the middle of the room. It's another Excelsior cylinder cleaner, but it's the one with the swivel eye. It's exactly the same machine as Grandma had back in 81. And I found another one. So this was obviously Auntie Mean's spare cleaner that she'd left upstairs, and she used the flat face one as her regular machine. And she'd stored away this swivel eye version. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen one of these swivel eye machines since 1981. And I was just over the moon. And yeah, so the rest of the holiday I used that one because it was great, because it brought back so many memories of Gran's cleaner. It was wonderful. I just used to love using it. So from 1991 we go to 1996. Now in 96 my parents went to Holland and left me at home. That sounds really bad, but I was 18. But they went off back to Dordrecht, which is where Mean and Yo lived. Unfortunately, Uncle Yo had passed away by that time. I think he died in 95. So Auntie Mean was left on her own in the house. And I got a phone call from my parents who said, Auntie Mean's having a clear out. She wants to know, do you want the upstairs Hoover, and the audio equipment that was behind the curtain? I said, oh my God, yes please bring it home. Please just bring it home, because that'd be amazing. I finally, after all those years, that's 15 years had passed since I killed Gran's machine. 15 years had passed, and I finally get a Kenwood swivel eye again. It's a Excelsior brand, but you know, it's the same machine. And also as well, it's a nice memory of Auntie Mean as well, because it was her cleaner, so I would get that as well. So yeah, that was really nice. 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 old birds, 1 stone. So my parents duly came back from Holland, and they brought all this stuff back with me. The record player, amp, speakers, and this Excelsior. Over the moon, couldn't believe it, loved it, so happy. Got the machine, the hose, the rods, floor tool. I can vacuum with this now, and I can think of 1981, I can think of Grand's Cleaner, and it's just, oh, it was lovely. So the next day when they came back, because they came back quite late, I thought, brilliant. Finally got a chance to use my Excelsior. And I vacuumed the kitchen, I vacuumed the hallway in the house, and there was a sort of subfloor. It was a utility room that was in between the ground floor and the basement. So you come down the steps, and then there's a door to the utility room and another door with steps that led down to the basement area. So I was vacuuming the stairs, did that bit, did the first steps and the small landing, and I was working my way down the steps to the basement, and the machine starts going. I'm thinking, oh my God, no. I'm stood there like with this with the bent end, this wisp of smoke. I have waited 15 years to get one of these. The first time I use it at home, it burnt out. It died the first time I used it. I mean, I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. Just so disappointed at that. And, you know, looking back, I should have kept that cleaner. It went in the bin in the end. And that, honestly, that's so stupid. That is so unbelievably stupid. But I was 18. You know, we do stupid things when we're 18. And that was one of the stupidest things I've ever done, was to get rid of that cleaner. I should have kept it, but I didn't. But there we go. So now we come to 2021, and we're heading into the last chapter of this story, and why I am sat here now with this box. A few weeks ago, I was flicking through eBay, searching for vintage vacuum cleaners. And I was scrolling through. I wasn't paying much attention to it. And you know when something sort of flicks in your mind, and you go, what was that? I scrolled back up and I looked. I'm looking at this listing and I'm going, that can't be. That can't be. I'm looking at it. Is that? And I clicked on the link. I won't lie to you. Worst pictures ever. I think I've got the pictures. I'll flash them up in a sec. So what you got is two really poor pictures of this Excelsior cylinder vacuum cleaner. Now I can tell by looking at it that it's the same range as the ones that Auntie Mean had. But what you can't tell from those pictures is it a swivel eye or is it a flat face? That's what you don't know by looking at those pictures. There are only two pictures. It just said vintage vacuum cleaner works, 50 quid, free postage. I thought, I'm never going to get another one of those. I need to get that machine. It's going to be one of those two. It's going to be flat face or swivel eye. So that's why I said at the start of this video, it's either going to be a good day or a great day. If it's a flat face, it's a good day. If it's a swivel eye, it's a great day. Because it means, I have finally, after 40 years, have a replacement for Grand's cleaner. And finally, after 25 years, I have a replacement for Auntie Mean's cleaner. So this particular machine holds a great deal of sentimental value to me. It's of no real physical value, but the sentimental value to me of a Kenwood / Excelsior swivel eye is beyond words. It's beyond words. It's so important for me personally to have that cleaner again. And it's one of the machines that will never leave me. If If it's a swivel eye, it will come to me. It will come with me to my grave. Frankly, it will never leave me. And I don't know what it is, guys, because this box is still sealed. We have no idea. Look, the box is completely sealed up. So we need to unbox this now. And we need to see, A, which Excelsior it is, and B, if it survived the journey. I emailed the seller and said, this is an extremely important vacuum cleaner to me. Please pack it extremely well. Please, please, please pack it extremely well, because it would break my heart if the machine had got broken during transit. I think it came via Hermes as well, which is never a good sign. Oh no, was it DPD? One of the two. But yeah, we need to open it and we need to see what it is. So I'm just going to take a quick break because I've been talking for about 30 minutes just to have some water, cup of tea. Then I'll come back, we'll open this box and we'll see what we've got. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. This is, it's really weird because I've kind of been putting this off, to be honest with you. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Was it Schrodinger's cat? Or yeah, Schrodinger's cat and Pavlov's dog. That's right, isn't it? Was it Pavlov's cat? Anyway, Schrodinger's gerbil. Whilst it's still in the box and I can't see what it is, it's still an Excelsior swivel eye. Once I open the box and it isn't, then it's like, oh well, never mind. But as long as it's in the box, there's hope. It's really weird, isn't it? It's like a psychological thing. But we can't put it off any longer, guys. We need to open the box and we need to see what we've got. And I just hope it survives shipping. I hope it's a swivel eye. It would be amazing if it is. I would be so, so happy. Okay, I can't see yet. I can see a few bits. Oh, look at this hose. Oh, that's the hose I remember. Amazing. Look at that. Yeah, that's it. Let me get rid of my notes now. Don't need them anymore. Yeah, I remember this. That machine end and this leather strap. It's actual leather, that is, that you can use to hang the hose up. And this bent end. A very stiff hose, very, very stiff. It's surprisingly good quality, actually. And then you've got the little suction regulator here, and the push down sort of tab. You don't actually do anything with it. It's like a friction. It's like a friction ridge. You see, it's like curved. So when the rod or the floor tool or the tool goes on, it kind of keeps it in place. God, so that's the hose. It's amazing. It's been so long since I've seen one. That bent end going down the toilet. That's what I remember. And this was massive to me. I mean, it's big now. That is a big old bent end. But when you're 3 years old, that's gigantic. So I'm going to put the hose over here. I'll hang that there. Ooh, stay. It's quite heavy. And I think we've got a couple of rods. We don't appear to have a floor tool, which is a shame. But we do have an AP tool. That's amazing. Look at that. Do you know what? What's really funny is that I kept the floor tool from Grand Kenwood for probably 20 years, up to 2001-ish. Yeah, around that. 20 years I kept that tool, and I just kept it with me, and it moved with me, and I kept it all the time. It was just really odd. That's had some use. Look at that. Look at the angle that's been rubbed down to. Look at that one. That's got a straight end, and that is very, very worn, where they've been rubbing it against stuff to clean with. And it's really cool to see the AP tool. And that is the proper AP tool as well, because it's got the ridge, look, for where the rod goes in and it can't turn. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a shame there's no floor tool, but never mind. I just have to come up with something else. Now, I need to take the machine out of the box now. So this is the bit This is the bit, this is where we find out what we've got. Here it is. There it is. Oh, I feel a bit ill. I know, it's so stupid to say, isn't it? I still can't see. I can't see through the packaging. But it seems to have survived. That's a good sign. That's the top. Is that the handle? Yeah, that's the handle there. So we need to. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm never nervous when I'm unboxing a vacuum cleaner. Just cut through all this. I'm glad the seller listened to me when I said please pack it well. Oh, goodness. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I can see the side of the machine. Still can't see the top. It's the top that matters. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, I think we might be in luck. I think we might be. I'm desperate to get this packaging off now. Oh wow. Oh. This is exhausting. I'm going to drop it. Any second now we're going to see. Oh, I can see. I can see and I'm smiling. I can see and I'm smiling. Oh, wow. Oh my God. It is, guys. It's a swivel eye. Look at that. Look. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It was exactly what I thought it was. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh, God. Well, if the seller's watching, thank you very much for packing it so well. That really is great. I still have cable tie on the flex. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Wow. It's been so long since I've seen one of these. So long. We'll plug it in a minute. There we go, look. Excelsior Super. The Super model. I wonder if actually that Super, which is written there on the side, designates that it's a swivel eye. It could be. That could be the reason. I can't believe it, actually. Look at it. Wow. It's so cool. The camera's up a bit high. But yeah, look. You see where the... Look at that. It's like the... Well, one of the few vacuum cleaners to have an eyeball on its face. It's a bit dirty, but you know what? It's in one piece. And it has this really weird little thing on the back. Now, I don't remember Grandma's cleaner having one of these. And I don't remember Auntie Mean's cleaners having this either. But it's like an exhaust filter. But it's an exhaust filter like you've never seen. It's like a little prolapse. Pardon the expression. But it is. Look, it's like a little bag. It's a little bag that you can take out. Look. So it's got the same moulding as the hose. I feel like there's something in there. Oh yes, there is. There's a screw in there. Oh God, that's not ideal. You find a little screw in the filter bag. I wonder if, and I suspect somebody will know, if this was like an air freshener. Maybe you'd treat this cloth, cotton. I think it's cotton. I mean, it's not a filter by any means. You can see through it. I can actually see out the window through it, but it just smells old. But I wonder if that was maybe for, yeah, some kind of air freshener, but we'll leave it in because it'd be quite interesting to see that little prolapse pop up. Let's have a look and see if. Actually, I don't know if that's a good way of doing it. No, because we'll have a look inside it first before we turn it on. Let's take the prolapse out and just take the front off and see what we've got. The clip is broken there, which is a shame. But what have we got inside? Oh, we've got a very, very manky bag. So we've got the paper bag there. So it's like a dual bag system. I remember this. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. That really needs some work. That needs a massive service because that is full. It's absolutely full of filth. So let's pop that back on for now. Is there a ratings plate? I'd love to know where it's made. Oh no, there isn't. Oh, what a shame. No, there's no ratings plate on it at all. No, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. It's stamped into the base of the plastic. It's here. Here we go. We can see it now. Well, you can't, but I can. Made in Holland. Made in Holland. Look at that. Excelsior Type 8100. And we've got a serial number 05179925. Yeah, 230, 250 volts, 575 watts, 50 cycles. And it's just all just stamped. Not particularly well stamped either, I must say. Now, I don't know a great deal about these cleaners. I don't think Excelsior was a company. I mean, it was a company, but I think it was more of a brand. I think. If you guys can tell me anything about these cleaners, because I genuinely don't know anything. I really don't. All I know is what I know of my history with them. But the provenance of them, you know, when they first came onto the market, I guess they are Dutch, because it was made in Holland. But I just have this funny feeling that I've heard somebody say somewhere that they were made in Italy. But I don't know. But this is obviously made in Holland. It would be fascinating to know where Grand's Kenwood was made. I doubt that was made in England. It was probably made in Europe and had the Kenwood label put on. So maybe the Excelsior company was a manufacturer of vacuum cleaners, and they were contracted by Kenwood to make their range of machines. It's entirely possible. But yeah, if you guys know, please tell me, because I would love to know. I'd love to know that history of them. And it would be interesting to know if this machine, and we will never know, if somebody brought it with them over from Holland. I don't think Excelsior branded ones were ever sold in the UK. I'd be very, very surprised if they were. But we should plug this in now and see if it works. It'd be sod's law if this was burnt out as well. Okay, well, it's plugged in. I just got a horrible feeling we're going to get a big poof of dust now, but let's give it a go. Now that actually sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. It's like grumble. The bearings are a bit dry. There's no funny smells. It just smells like an old vacuum cleaner. Yeah, that's brilliant. Wow. Oh, I can't, honestly, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've actually got one of these again after all those years. All those years of waiting. Finally, a Kenwood swivel eye. Wow. It is amazing. That eyeball, it just brings back so many memories for me. Being 3. Wonderful. So we will obviously do a service video on this. We will restore it back to its former glory. It needs a lot of love. It needs a lot of cleaning. It's absolutely filthy inside. And I'm so chuffed to have the little prolapse as well. That is amazing. That is a real bonus. Again, if anyone can tell me what this is for, I'm guessing it's a air freshener, but if you know, please tell me. And if you know where I can track down a floor tool for it as well. It was the floor tool was the same colour as this, and it was like an Electrolux one where the brushes were outside and they kind of went up and down, but there was a red lever on the side of the floor head that you pushed forward to drop the brushes, and then you like flipped it back and they snap back up again. If any of you know where I can find one of those, please tell me, because it would be absolutely amazing to have the correct floor tool again. My grandmother's one is long gone. I don't think I've still got it. I'd be very, very surprised if I did. Very, very surprised. I'm sure that went in the bin years ago. Again, stupid, but you know, I never thought I'd have another one. So there we go. Wow. So in the end, it turned out to be a great day. It wasn't a good day. It was a great day. And I am so, so pleased that this survived postage and that it is a swivel eye. I think I'm going to have a lie down now. I'm getting emotional. Brilliant. Okay, guys, I think we will leave it there. Yeah, I am going to go and have a lie down now. I feel emotionally drained. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you ever so much for watching. As always, don't forget to do the usual: commenting, subscribing and liking, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.